Hello, welcome to our mother and daughter channel. This is a cardio and strength combination workout. So we'll start by warming up. Let's start marching. So we're going to use dumbbells for this workout, but that is optional. You can also use this as a body weight exercise. Let's open the legs and bring them in. So let's get a nice warm up. Bring the arms up, inhale and then exhale. Let's side tap and reach. So starting to bend the knees a bit more, making the moves a bit deeper as we warm up and reaching across. Excellent. Now let's do some hamstring curls. So these workouts are good if you can't decide whether you want to do strength or cardio. Very effective to get them both done at the same time. Good, and now raising the arms up. Good, and let's do some gentle squats. So feet a bit wider than hip width apart. Sitting back like you're in a chair, weight is in the heels. Always check the knee is in line with the ankle and it's not going over the foot. So we'll be doing some squats in this workout. So the alignment is very important. I'll show you from the side. Weight is back, draw the belly in. Good, let's march. And then start to bring the legs up. Good, and let's just make some halo type movements. Keep moving the feet, just warming up the shoulder joint, like making a circle around your head. Keep moving the feet. Good, and let's just open the hips a little bit. Excellent. Hopefully you feel warm enough for this workout. If you don't, continue warming up till you feel nice and warm. So we'll start with one weight if using a weight, and we'll come into a goblet squat. So feet a bit wider than hip width apart. The toes may want to slightly turn out, and we're coming down to your range of motion. So we hold the weight by the chest. We still keep the chest up. Weight is in the heels. Show you from the side. So you know if the weight is in the heels, because if you lift your toes up, if you can lift your toes up, you know the weight is in your heels. Good. So we'll be doing some strength training and then going into our cardio intervals. Good, and let's just do a few pulses. And back up, down, pulse, back up. Great. Now we'll come into our first cardio. So we can either start marching, you can bring the arms up, or we can come into a jog. So if you're doing a low impact option, then you want to march, avoiding any kind of jumping. Good, so if you can work at the pace you want to. If you want to get your heart rate up a bit more, you might want to raise the arms up and down, start to bring the knees up a bit higher. So these type of workouts are very effective for burning fat, as well increasing strength as well. And they can make you feel very good, raise the endorphins. Good. You can always do a bit of low impact, high impact, depending on your choice. Excellent, well done. Now we'll come back to getting our weights, if using weights. So find your good posture, we'll come into a shoulder press. So weights at the shoulders and pushing up. Soft bend in the knees, engaging the core. So we're going to do some shoulder presses Now we're going to switch to a lateral raise, arms bent 90 degrees. Let the thumb lead the movement, working the side of the shoulder. You can also do one at a time. Excellent. And now a few at the front. So frontal raise. So you're just working all the first parts of the shoulder anyway. Good. So depending how heavy your weights are, you may find this challenging. If the weights are too heavy, switch to lower weights. If they're not heavy enough, we switch to higher weights. Excellent. Let's put the weights down safely. So now we're going to work a bit on the sides of the body. So we can either side tap, or we can come into a skater. So just get used to the movement. So skaters are harder if you start to reach down, working our balance as well. Low impact would be side movements. If we want to raise the heart rate, we go a bit quicker, whether it's low impact or high impact. So feel like you're getting a lot of movement from your legs. Bit faster if you can, get the heart rate up. Excellent. Now we'll get the weights again. If you're using weights, we're going to stand in a wider stance. So sumo squat. So if you're using weights, we'll just have them here. We're going to work more on the hip area. So tailbone down, check the knee is in line with the ankle. So this is what we want to avoid, rolling in. Keep the movement smaller if your knee is rolling in. Don't let the knee go over the toe. Really squeeze the inner thighs as you come up. You may notice you're out of breath because we're getting our heart rate up at the same time. Good for that fat burning. Let's do a few pulses. Good, and come up and then pulse. Try to get your mind to get into the muscles, so we're working the muscles and not sinking into our joints. Always checking we've got good form, the knee in line with the ankle. So we're using those thigh muscles, hip muscles to turn the legs out. Brilliant. Weights back down. Now we'll come into our cardio. So either half jack, modified, or a full jumping jack. So we're still working our legs here, outer thighs and inner thighs. Also, if we're doing high impact, we're getting some jumping movements. So for those who are able to jump, jumping increases our bone density, very important. And of course, the faster we go, whether it's low impact or high impact, start to get that heart rate up. Just a few more. Excellent, well done. So either weights or no weights for our next strength training. So you're going to come into bringing one of the legs back, knee in line with the ankle. So find your balance. And then we'll just come into a hammer curl. So we're working a bit on our balance as well. Modification is to just do the hammer curl, because the lunge position, even though it's static, is challenging our balance. Good, so squeeze the muscles. Good, and then changing sides or continuing with your hammer curls. If you want to do one at a time, that's the modification. Good, squeeze the muscles. Just a few more. Excellent, put those weights back down. So come into a bit of cardio with nice wide stance. We're just gonna do some punches. So feel like you're using your back. Take out any frustrations with your punches. Draw the belly in. So getting a bit of a rotation here as well. And let's do some uppercuts. So coming up, get your body into it. So the faster we go, the more we're gonna get that heart rate up. Excellent. And now we'll get our weights. We do a bit of waist torso rotations. So holding the dumbbell heel here, and let's just rotate. So center and rotate. See if you can make the movement come from the waist, so we're not using the hips too much. And do any speed that feels right. Checking you're drawing the belly in. Quite a small movement. But if you really focus on the waist area. Excellent, we'll put the weight down and work the waist a little bit more by hands behind the head and bringing the knee to the elbow. So working our core in a standing way is a functional way of working, and it means we don't have to sit down on the floor and do a lot of ab crunches and things. Excellent, now let's come back into our cardio. So we're either gonna kick the leg up to the buttocks or we're going to do it in a jog. So this is our last cardio. So let's go as fast as you can. If you want to raise the arms up. Again, if we're using high impact, we're getting that jumping. Great for bone density. If high impact is suitable for you, it isn't suitable for everyone. Good. Faster if you can. Finish it off. Excellent, let's bring it down now. So don't stop, keep moving. Let's have a nice stretch, breathing in, breathing out. So keep marching. What you want to do is bring that heart rate back down to a more comfortable heart rate. Good, let's side clap. Just do some more hamstring curls. Just bringing the heart rate down. Arms up and down. Good, keep marching. Let's just bring the arms around. Good, and let's have a nice stretch. You can keep marching. So well done on your workout. Very effective to get it all done in one, especially if you can't make the decision between cardio or strength. It's a very good option. Building muscle mass, bone density, and getting your cardio workout as well, good for the heart. So let's come into a calf stretch, taking one leg back, always keeping that knee in line with the ankle. Nice upright posture. Breathe. And change legs. So you could always hold these stretches for longer if you have time. So hopefully you feel your mood has changed as well. That's what exercise can do. It can really shift our mood. Excellent. Let's come into a quad stretch. You could hold on to something. If not, find something to focus on. Soft bend in the standing leg. Feel that stretch here. By squeezing the glute muscles, you might feel that more. And the other one. Knees together, squeezing the glute muscles so you get that nice stretch in the quad. Good, and finally a hamstring stretch. So hands on the bent leg. You could always use a chair. Breathe. Good, and change sides. Feel that stretch from the back of the leg. Good, let's take a few deep breaths in and out. Breathing in. Release it. Good, and then give yourself a big clap. Thank you for doing this workout, and I hope to see you soon.